Let me turn to the continuing politics over surgical strikes, and this time a day before Dussehra and the grand Ramleela celebrations. In fact, a day before Prime Minister Narendra Modi visits Lucknow for the Ramleela celebrations, several posters have surfaced in the poll-bound state of Uttar Pradesh, hailing the surgical strikes and virtually identifying the army with the political leadership of the day, calling them the avengers of Uri.
एक सेकंड वो जो बैनर आया था लंका जला दिया वो सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक वाला
Prime Minister Modi has asked ministers not to politicize the surgical strikes, but quite obviously the dictate has not trickled down to BJP leaders. The party's Delhi MP used his Ramleela role to boost the cross-LOC operation. Ramleelas across the north have the surgical strikes and terrorism as its theme. While the BJP may not be entirely responsible for this, the opposition has hit out at what it calls the politicization of the army.
भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस की ओर से हम मांग करते हैं कि देश के प्रधानमंत्री माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी व भाजपा के अध्यक्ष माननीय अमित शाह सेना की शहादत का राजनीतिकरण करने के लिए फौरी तौर से माफी मांगे.
The Ramleela that the Prime Minister will be going to in Lucknow on Tuesday has terrorism as its focus. UP Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav has joined Rahul Gandhi in accusing the BJP of milking the army's surgical strikes for political gains.
कांग्रेस से सवाल नहीं है, राहुल गांधी से हमारा संबंध अच्छा है. अगर उन्होंने बयान दिया तो कुछ सोच समझ के जरूर दिया होगा.
जो हमारे जवान हैं जिन्होंने अपना खून दिया है, जम्मू कश्मीर में जिन्होंने अपना खून दिया है, जिन्होंने हिंदुस्तान के लिए सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक किया है, उनके खून के पीछे आप छुपे हुए हो, उनकी आप दलाली कर रहे हो.
But the Ramleela, with its victory of good over evil, has come at an opportune time. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar even used the Ramleela platform to bash the opposition for questioning the surgical strikes.
कहाँ है मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम और कहाँ है हमारे कई पॉलिटिशियन जिनको कुछ मर्यादा बची नहीं.
Posters in several parts of UP have come up that feature the BJP's top leaders and talk of the surgical strikes. BJP chief distanced the party leadership from saying this was an enthusiasm at the local level. But the opposition is not believing that, and there is no need to the clash over surgical strikes. Even festivities around Dussehra have not reduced the political war of words. Bureau Report, India Today.
So politics once again over the surgical strikes, this time dragging in the Ramleela celebrations as well. And the question I want to raise, is this now an election issue in Uttar Pradesh? Is it simply unavoidable to make this an election issue, or is this the rank politicization of the Indian army? Have we politicized the Indian army, or is this inevitably an election issue? Dr. Ajay Kumar, spokesperson of the Congress, joining me. Juhi Singh is the spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, and GVL Narasimha Rao, national spokesperson, BJP. Mr. Narasimha Rao, I'm going to put up the posters first, which are now being put up by BJP workers. Forget the Shiv Sena posters, which I'm now showing. There are posters which have come up of the BJP in Lucknow by your activists, which are clearly saying avengers of Uri, with pictures of Narendra Modi and of Rajnath Singh ji. I want to know, is this not politicization the army when you use army posters along with the Prime Minister and Rajnath Singh? Are you not effectively politicizing the surgical strike?
No, Rajdeep, the surgical strikes and the manner in which we rebuffed terror export from Pakistan is a cause of celebration for the entire country. You've seen how on social media how a joy erupted all over the country and Indians living all over the world. I think this is a moment of celebration. I don't know why political parties, which have actually made it a political issue and a campaign issue in
Sir,
Uttar
your
Pradesh
Prime Minister,
elections,
no, Mr.
what are they
Narasimha
cribbing
Rao, the
about?
Prime Minister
Let
says
Rahul
avoid
Gandhi
chest thumping.
also talk about the great
Mr.
successes.
Narasimha Rao, the Prime Minister says avoid the chest thumping. The Prime Minister is trying to observe restraint, but your workers don't seem to be observing the restraint. What you are using, I will show Ramleela celebrations. Why are Ramleela celebrations now being used for the surgical strike? Are you not politicizing it? Why don't you be honest? Like Amit Shah has been honest. Mr. Amit Shah has said it's an election issue. Say it openly.
Rajdeep,
say openly it's an election issue, and we are going to capitalize on it. What is wrong?
Rajdeep, Prime Minister was extremely restrained on this. That's what he told the entire cabinet colleagues. But that does not mean that we can silence all the voices in the country. Certainly the government doesn't speak for every karyakarta of the party, doesn't speak for every person on social media writing messages on Facebook and Twitter. So this is a moment of celebration. This is a special Vijayadashami.
No,
and
moment of celebration of what?
The victory of the good over the evil, the victory of Indian armed forces.
So you can celebrate when the terror machine is finished.
The terror elements coming from Pakistan.
So you can celebrate when the terror machine is finished. Are you telling me that this is a moment to celebrate because the terror machine has been finished?
No, Rajdeep. No, Rajdeep, this is a watershed moment in India's approach towards terrorism. This government and Prime Minister have shown zero tolerance against terrorism. These surgical strikes have been carried out with the involvement of the political leadership at the highest level. Unlike the kind of reprisal attacks which were carried out during the UPA tenure, independently by the army, without any political backing from the Congress party. Congress government always shied away from accepting it. They only
Sir,
wanted the armed forces to take a hit and not give it back to the Pakistan. So certainly that's a huge difference.
Okay.
And that's something people are celebrating.
Okay.
People are celebrating the fact that India is showing its muscle. India is showing terrorists in a language that they understand.
So you're saying this is a spontaneous celebration. I'll play those Ramleela pictures as well as the latest posters that have come up in Lucknow. But respond to that, Ajoy Kumar, you first, that this is a spontaneous celebration. That the Congress, which after 1971, like it or not, in some way exploited the victory at the time, the BJP has decided that the surgical strikes, in their view, is also a momentous moment. I'm using the word used by Narasimha Rao. He's calling it a momentous event in the country, and therefore people are celebrating it. Don't blame the BJP. The Prime Minister is not calling for these posters to come up. People are putting them up spontaneously.
You know, Rajdeep, the level of insanity has, crept into their spokesperson also. Post the surgical strike, what has happened? We have had 12 attacks. The LOC there has been such heavy firing on the LOC. Parampur encounter is still going on, and they want to celebrate a political celebration. And as far as the Prime Minister goes, the Prime Minister did not express restraint. What the Prime Minister did was he winked at these people, and that's why it happened. Mr. Parrikar goes to Goa, he goes to Agra, he goes to Lucknow. The Member of Parliament, Mr. Manoj Tiwari, makes a statement in a Ramleela function. Mr. Chauhan, the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, says 56 inch se 100 inch ho gaya. Amit Shah says we'll take political advantage. And you said this is the most powerful Prime Minister, and he says that he's exposed restraint. He has allowed it, he has supported it. And what are they jumping about? Surgical strike when 2011, they should ask Ms. Sushma Swaraj when she was not informed. They also knew that the government of India at that time informed all the opposition leaders, but they will continue to deny it, and then they'll say the surgical strike was not
Mr. Narasimha Rao is saying it's spontaneous. Ajoy Kumar, Narasimha Rao is saying this is a spontaneous.
How can it
this
be
is spontaneous?
It is orchestrated. It is Rajdeep. Meat gets thrown during election is also spontaneous according to BJP. It stops immediately after election. They are the masters of doing such, atrocious publicity. Then they will deny it. People are putting posters. What nonsense is this? And Mr. Tiwari is spontaneous. Mr. Parrikar is spontaneous. The firing is happening and they don't have time for the martyrs. And right now, 12 times from the surgical strike, but they say it's an achievement. The question is the other governments, including Mr. Vajpayee, and they have descended to such levels, Rajdeep, where they don't even want to give credit to Mr. Vajpayee. The governments did not want to escalate the tension. It was not chest thumping, but the government of the TV, by the TV, for the TV, will make it into a story as if they are doing a great job. They didn't go to the border. The question is India safer? The Prime Ministers, all the previous Prime Ministers wanted kept India's safety.
Mr. Ajay Kumar, you made your point.
Quickly,
Narasimha Rao, I want to understand this. Are we saying that, today we are going to compare this surgical strike with previous wars fought in 65, 71, that today things have changed, strategic restraint is no longer the doctrine and therefore this should be celebrated? Is this really spontaneous or is this orchestrated? Why are these posters primarily coming out in poll-bound states of Uttar Pradesh and in Goa? Why are they not coming out across the country? Why is it that in certain states the focus is there? Let's be clear. Why not be honest like Amit Shah, who has openly said it will be an election issue? Why the hypocrisy?
No, Rajdeep, we are not comparing the present strikes with the wars that we fought, be it in 71, 65 or any other time. This is an attack, reprisal attack against terrorist camps. We have actually, according to a specific plan, the infrastructure of terrorists was destroyed. Never before such surgical strikes targeting terror camps were carried out. It's a history. It's a record of history. And there is a celebration. Why is the Congress party? Why are parties like Kejriwal? Why are other Samajwadi Party, BSP? Why are they finding it difficult to accept this reality that we have a watershed moment in our fight against terrorism? Why are they jumping onto Pakistani bandwagon, wanting to mouth the kind of doubts that Pakistan would want to talk about? The whole world has refused to accept Pakistan's logic. Why is Congress party speaking in so many voices? Why did it not against Sanjay Nirupam? Why did Rahul Gandhi refer to this as Khoon ki Dalal remark in an election rally? Who is politicizing it? Who is using it as a campaign issue?
Who is putting up posters?
Mr.
Narasimha Rao, who is putting up the posters?
Why are you blaming us?
Rahul Gandhi may have used objectionable words according to you by saying Khoon ki Dalali, but when I see posters with army men sharing the space in the manner that they are, you are fighting off their soldiers, off their shoulders. It may not be Dalali, but it is certainly the politicization of the army. Let's not run away from that. This is the politicization of the army. What else is it? When has the army been used in this manner blatantly in an election campaign?
When Rahul Gandhi, when Kejriwal, when the likes of Rahul Gandhi and Kejriwal, just Google search, you will see how they were attacking the government and the Prime Minister after Pathankot happened, after Uri happened. So obviously, if we were to get the blame, then obviously we will get the credit for what we have done now.
Ajay
It's
Kumar,
simply
quickly
not an
respond to
army
that.
operation without
Ajay
political
Kumar, respond
backing
to what
like the
Narasimha Rao has
Congress
said.
tenure.
So you make a good point that when Pathankot happened, you blame the government. When Uri happened, you blame the government. After the surgical strikes, the government wants credit.
What happened, Rajdeep, if you remember, after the Uri strike, what did all political parties, Congress party specifically, but all others said, whatever steps the government takes, we are with them. And this BJP RSS is actually with the Pakistanis because the Kashmir situation has become trouble. So they are helping the Pakistanis. And they will continuously call 71% of people and all political parties, without any kind of restraint, call them Pakistanis, the citizens of India. I feel their politics so abhorrible, the politics of divide and hate. We dislike you if we fight with you, but we will not call you as, and you're the anti-national guy. So please stop this nonsense on the TV channels. Pakistan is able to interfere because Kashmir is in a position like this. Who made Kashmir so bad? The BJP government. Second issue, Rajdeep, is the issue is that everybody supported the government saying whatever steps you take. After the Uri strike. So all political parties were with them. After that, what did they do? They have done what Pakistan does. They have politicized the Indian army first time in their history. The Indian army has been politicized. Are we different from Pakistan? So this RSS, BJP, Pakistani should stop this nonsense. They are taking us the road to Pakistan, and that is exactly what is happening. Dividing the people, causing hatred. We are exactly like them across the border, the way the BJP would like to see us.
Can I for a moment bring in the quiet, as of now, Juhi Singh of the Samajwadi Party, because I'm very interested and intrigued Do we think that posters have come up with Mulayam Singh ji, the Samajwadi Party, taking credit in Uttar Pradesh that it was on the advice of Mulayam Singh that Narendra Modi launched the surgical strikes. So at one end, Akhilesh Yadav accuses the BJP of politicizing the issue. On the other hand, your party, your leader also wants to take credit for this surgical strike. All of you want to shoot off the back of the army. That is my bigger worry. You are all politicizing the army.
Rajdeep, the person or the member of the Samajwadi Party who put up those posters has been issued a disciplinary notice, and he has been asked to take them down immediately as soon as it came to the knowledge of the party. This is not something which we absolutely agree with or we allow him to do it. He has.
Mr. Amar Singh, your leader has gone on record saying, Mr. Amar Singh, your leader has gone on record and saying that Mulayam Singh Yadav is among those who advised the Prime Minister to take these surgical strikes.
He must be having some personal information, because the national president has not said this. National president has always said that he was included in the all party meeting and he was standing by the central government. Today also there has been constant ceasefire violations on the border, and the Samajwadi Party takes the national security issues very, very seriously. Under no conditions will we politicize or allow it to be politicized by any of our workers. If anybody does this, we will take action against him, and we are already doing so. Amar Singh ji may be having a private line with the PMO. I have no idea, and the Prime Minister's office would have to answer to him. But do we have a weak Prime Minister who the BJP just doesn't listen to? That's another question, because
Madam,
the
just a
BJP
minute.
spokesperson was going on. He's already asked you to exercise restraint, then do it. I mean, set an example. The credit will go to whosoever is taking the lead. There is no question about that. So just wait for the people to give you that credit, instead of all this chest thumping and wearing of pagdis and saying that we will use it for the political poll campaign in UP. So it's their integrity, and the Samajwadi Party just does not agree with this.
Madam, just a minute.
Official statement here.
I want to ask Sharad Pradhan.
Yes.
Sharad Pradhan, UP elections about 3 to 4 months away. Is there a sense that this is now going to be an issue? Amit Shah, according to me, is the only person who has been honest about it. He has said it will be an election issue. Do you believe that whether you like
Rajdeep,
it or not,
I think
the BJP will exploit this issue
I think
to create a wave of
political parties,
nationalism?
including the BJP, are trying to exploit this to their political advantage. And I feel that, since elections are around the corner, this is bound to happen. Let us be pragmatic. When in 1965, all the credit was given to Lal Bahadur Shastri, in 71 very rightfully given to Indira Gandhi. In those days we didn't have television, we didn't have internet.
No, are we comparing the surgical strike now to 71 and 65, Sharad Pradhan?
It is the government of the day.
No, are we comparing surgical strikes to 65 and 71?
Yeah,
or even Kargil of 99?
What I wish to point out, what is being ignored is the fact that no military can carry out strike on another nation without political will, and it is the government of the day which has to give a sanction, without which this kind of a strike is not possible. It is hats off to the army, all right, but if the operation had failed, would we or the political parties sitting here, would they be blaming the army for it? No, they would have automatically naturally blamed Narendra Modi for it. So I see nothing wrong in these guys taking credit for it.
That's a good point.
And they are bound to make,
that's a good
in
point,
their
Sharad.
own ways, everybody is trying to make political capital out of it.
Sharad Pradhan, that's a good point. Ajay Kumar, respond to that. Ajay Kumar, respond. Sharad Pradhan says, had the operation gone wrong, you would have attacked Narendra Modi. Operations like this require the political will to go through. And Mr. Modi has shown that he's going to take credit. If it had gone wrong, you would have abused him.
I think it's very, very unfair to reach that conclusion. If the government of India took in his best interest to protect, and whatever be the result of it, nobody would have attacked him. The question again is, I think Sharath has, no, one sec, let me complete Nasrullah sir, because the problem is your RSS BJP mindset is the problem. You will look at everything as a political advantage and not look at the country. What we are trying to say is, the issue is that if a strike like this has taken place and political parties were all on the same platform, we could have united the nation. Which country and the fact is that Mr. Modi and the government would have got credit. Why has they lost the goodwill of all the opposition parties? Is because of the crassness. If they had shown dignity, obviously and everybody would have supported them. But what did they do? Mr. Parikar, goes there LOC firing is happening, and I don't think the advantage will come because I want to remind Sharad, it's a surgical strike. It was not a war.
Rajdeep.
12 days after the surgical strike, there's been 12 incidences of LOC violation, regular, incursion by the Fedayins. So I'm just saying that, look, are we making the country safer? One surgical strike and chest thumping?
Okay, let GVL, Mr. Ajay Kumar, you made your point. Let GVL Narasimha respond to that. Are we making the country safer? If the country was safer as a result of the surgical strike, you could legitimately claim that today is a day to celebrate. It's genuinely a new Vijay Dashmi. But as we are even speaking at the moment, an encounter is going on in Pampore. There could be more cross-LOC incursions. To that extent, is this a moment to celebrate or to introspect with some sobriety? Where is the sobriety? Where is the restraint? That's my question to you. There is a crassness to some of these posters.
There is. No, Rajdeep, we are not just celebrating only the military success. The manner in which Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi was able to get the whole world to rally behind India and isolate Pakistan and box them into a corner is something that has never happened in 7 decades. I think the whole world is backing us.
Mr.
No
Narasimha
country
Rao,
has questioned
Mr.
our right
Narasimha Rao,
to
you
conduct
seem
a
to believe
surgical
that world has
strike
started
across
only
the
after
LOC.
2014.
So you have
come
seen
on.
the political
From
will
1971 to Mr. Vajpayee in 99 to even Manmohan Singh in 2011. Please give some credit also to others. Nothing has started in 2014. The way you are speaking as if India started in 2014.
There is a world of difference.
What is the difference?
No, there is a world of difference. 2011 was a I will tell you, please have patience. 2011 was an army operation which was subsequently informed to the political leadership, which lacked the political courage, which did not muster the courage to go around and announce to the world.
Nonsense.
I think they were so in awe of Pakistan, they never had the capacity and gumption. Certainly, it was a weak-kneed approach, a soft-on-terror approach. You see a muscle, a strong policy against terror today. You see zero tolerance against terror today. And now Congress party wants to go and stand on the side of Pakistan because people of India are celebrating this particular...
No cross-talk. No cross-talk. Ajay Kumar, I am giving you 30 seconds. You please respond in 30 seconds and then I'll go to Sharad Pradhan for final comment. 30 seconds. What is it that is troubling you so much? The fact that the BJP is getting mileage. Every political party gets mileage. In the 70s, Indira Gandhi took mileage from the 71 war. Anything that involves the army, you take mileage when there is a success. That's the nature of our politics, sadly. Mr. Kumar, 30 seconds. Okay, we're having an audio problem. I want to go to you, Sharad Pradhan, then for your final comments. Mr. Pradhan, is this going to change the way Uttar Pradesh elections will be fought? Is nationalism going to become the deciding factor of this election in UP? A quick answer.
I think already the public sentiment, it is very natural for public sentiment to gravitate towards the BJP in such a situation, and the more that it is being debated and the more that the questions are being raised and condemnations has been made by the opposition parties, I think that is proving to be counterproductive. The kind of language that Rahul Gandhi used, I think probably he didn't know the meaning of Dalali, otherwise he wouldn't have used it, because Dalali means the fixed match. Is he trying to say, was it a fixed match between India and Pakistan? Then, these are the kind of questions that are being raised by the public, and this is increasing the public sentiment towards the BJP, which may be politically in the long run, if this is sustained, this will prove beneficial to the BJP.
So you believe it will prove beneficial
for those who are raising it. In fact, if it had not been raked up so much, BJP would not have got as much credit as it is likely to get now in this situation.
I'm going to leave it there. I'm afraid I lost your audio for a little bit there, Ajay Kumar, but I have run completely out of time. I think I've given everyone a chance to make their point.
Just a second.
Yes, 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Just a word. So I'm saying that today the industrial production report has come. The economy is stagnating. All promises have failed. So there is a Hindi quotation. Whenever there is a tension at the border, there must be election coming soon. The BJP RSS has got no shame of the nation.
I'm going to leave it there. You made your point. GVL Narasimha Rao,
I
Ajay
think
Kumar,
Rahul Gandhi
Juhi Singh,
has no shame.
Sharad Pradhan, I leave it there. I ask you, the viewers, to decide in a way whether you believe that political posters of the kind that are emerging in Uttar Pradesh involve the politicization of the army. But my take, listen to it. When the Prime Minister reportedly warned his cabinet colleagues to stop engaging in chest thumping after the surgical strikes, he was probably referring to the kind of posters that we are now seeing springing up in poll-bound Uttar Pradesh. The BJP President Amit Shah, though, has been less coy. He has made it very clear that the BJP will use the surgical strikes as an election issue. The BJP, in a sense, has every reason to project Mr. Modi as a tough leader. The question is, should it be done in a manner that depicts the army in political posters along with national leaders of the BJP, and also then runs the risk of escalating tensions further? Strategic restraint has been abandoned. But what of political restraint at election time? Think about it. That's my take.